Wonderful. Wonderful. And bonding. Can you hear me, James? You're the first one in here, buddy. Well, there's actually 3 of you in here, but you're the first one that's popped up. I know you can't see me. I don't have nothing to hold my phone's got a whole 19%, or I'm probably using that to actually watch the chat a little better. Stupid cord won't reach down. Let me see if I can. There I am. Thought I lost my live feed already. Well, we got 4 of you, evidently. I don't know if these clothespins are going to hold this or not. Let's tilt it more. Let me get the cord out of the way. This is just out of the blue thing, guys. Actually, I guess James is the only one in here commenting. I got six of somebody watching. Oh, hi, Wilmer. Glad you can make it in. I don't have nothing to watch the chats, guys. So, if a lot of you get in here, my moderators might have to do their policing if the wrong people come in. This is out of the blue thing, guys. I thought Barnabas Junction was still going live tonight. He evidently must have printed his question and answers off and must have already did them, and I didn't know it was that quick. So this is going to be something new I'm going to be trying on Thursday nights. I'm going to try to do a live feed on Thursday nights if all possible between Sparky and Vinny. Oh, geez, I can't even think of the man's name. But anyway, yeah, Wilmer, I think the Sometimers is getting to into the 40-year-olds nowadays. I don't know, junior timers and for the kids and teen timers for the teenagers. Now I've got Sometimers because my head's just been out of control, I think, ever since watched Roy Smith's video. So it's in my plan on my bucket list. If something comes up around here, by that time, I don't know. Because I can't really plan a lot of stuff ahead. But in this case, I want to meet Wilmer. I want to meet Sparky. I want to meet Ron. I want to meet Roy Smith, who's, clear on the other side of the... And I don't know why that thing is like it's lagging or delaying. Is that doing that on you all's end? Am I like froze and then I pop back up? Or is that just on my tablet? Maybe it's the tablet and the I mean, the extender out here has 3 lights, so I thought I know I got at least 83% coming out here. So I fixed it a little bit by plugging it into something. More percentage Wi-Fi out here until the day comes that I got to run the electric down here and the Wi-Fi cable that's going to be plugging into the main router and into this eBay extender thing that I got off of eBay. By that time, I'll probably be replacing it. Yeah, they work, James. You just got to set them up right at your router. It's fairly simple. You just plug them in, put them next to your router. I got the Netgear Genie app because that's what the router is, Netgear. So I've been getting the Netgear extenders and everything, and I downloaded the Genie app, the Netgear Genie app, so I can monitor all that kind of stuff. Hi, Ralph. Glad you could drop in, buddy. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get Cat5 cable, like 1,000 foot or something like that off of eBay. I've seen it for a pretty good price. I'm going to run it down here underground, and of course through plastic pipe. Can't run it right in the ground. But I'm going to run it down here and plug it in from my router or office in the basement and run it down here and plug it into the extender because I've got a 8 camera system with a DVR switcher on it that I got off eBay or Amazon. I think it was Amazon I got that off of. But I'm going to have cameras out here on account of seeing the back of the shed because once I build a mountain and tunnels and all that, it's going to cover up a lot of stuff, and it's going to be what my dad and I would have called like a secret cave type thing, because we had we was behind the walls up at our old layout at our old house out in our old outbuilding, where our layout used to be, and we covered everything that we could see out through, but nobody else could see us. And oh, hi, War Bonnet, and I think I seen Tony go by. Tony's name, and Northern Ohio Railroad Action. Welcome to the live stream. But yeah, we had everything. We had us behind the walls, and we had our TVs and stuff behind the walls with us, and that's where our controls was. And basically, we could see the trains, but nobody could actually look in and see us. And I had bought cheap little 2 camera TV systems. I was getting them from Kmart and Walmart and places that we had a bunch of them, and then I would just put the little TV shelf where nobody could see them, and ran RCA plugs down bigger TVs on other shelves where Dad and I could see them better, blown up. And you know that's how we kept track of all the trains going up around the shelves and all that up above us. Um, we I had it all, you know, all rigged up there. Now, you know, now that my dad's going, and the DVR is also a screen TV that I'm going to be hanging out here somehow. It's up on one screen. So that ought to be pretty neat. You know, that was my whole idea, or Dad and I's whole. But anyway, long as you can hear me, I guess. Um, so I'm going to hang the flat screen TV up here, and I'll have all 8 screens on. And basically, the cameras are going to be on mostly HO stuff, but it's going to have to be back in behind the walls in the big mountain that I'm going to build back there. Um, and I'm going to dedicate the mountain to my dad and his memory, because he, you know, he now won't be able to see it, and he's the one that built the bench work back there for his buildings and for me to build the mountain. So that'll be in a future project and a future video. But anyway, guys, how many we got in here? 9, I believe. That's what the tablet's saying. I'm not sure who all I'm missing, guys. So it's hard to read the chat and try to be on this tablet too. My phone's going dead, so I can't really. I don't think I can get on it to read the chat long enough. Let me see if I can. See if it brings it up. Well, I did have 235 subscribers, but I guess I'm down to 34 now. So let's go. And this thing's gonna be. It's gonna be behind one another. So I'll turn one of these down. Now I'll be talking on the tablet, guys. That way, if the phone goes, my voice won't go off the live stream. Hey, I can like myself. Woo-hoo! Another like for me. Why not? Like my own stream. Somebody's done gave it a thumbs down. Huh. Okay. Whatever. Oh, it won't let me like it, obviously. It took it away. Well, anyway, back to what I was saying. They'll, you know, the mountain will be built one of these days in the back with framework and the lattice work of the cardboard and the, all that good stuff. Plaster cloth. Yep, we should have 13 in here. That's what it says. But anyway, this was just a spur of the moment because I seen that Barnabas Junction wasn't on live no more. I thought, well, maybe I can slip in here because for you guys that just came in, that didn't hear me, you know, I think I was only talking to Wilmer and James at Southern 207 at the time. I'm going to try to start going live on Thursday nights. I'm not sure if it's going to be 7 or 8 yet. I want to try to be in between Sparky's live feed and Vinny's live feed on a Thursday night. That way, um, that way you'll have Tony Wilmer, Boxcar Benny, or Tom Pilling. On Tuesday, you'll have Sparky 107 107 on Wednesdays, me on Thursdays, Vinny's on Fridays, and then Steve Brown's on Saturdays in the morning. Night for him, I think, or early morning for him, and a little later morning for me because it's 10 o'clock, but it's 7, I think, for his time, but it would be 10 here in the Eastern time zone. Well, anyway, guys, the title to this live feed. Hi, Hastings, Anthony. Thanks for joining the live feed. I was looking down at my phone, guys, trying to see the live feed better. Or the chat. Yeah, the live feed better. Oh, jeez. I'm losing it. But anyway, who else did I miss? Rodney, don't. Yeah, I'm sorry, Ralph. Yeah, this stupid thing's gonna start getting emails or something. But anyway, I'll try not to move so fast, Ralph. I don't know why this thing's. Yeah, I'm wrinkly on the phone. I don't know if maybe it's the frickin' Wi-Fi out here. I don't know. But anyway, the title of this live feed is Thursday Night Live Feed Mail Call. And I thought, well, instead of doing a video, even though I could do a video, I'm going to go ahead and show you these that came today. This is going to be some of my last purchases of from eBay this year, probably. But I went ahead and these are K-Line cars. First of all, though, I'll go ahead and show you all these. I got 100 each of the blue and red suitcase connectors sent to me. They're a little cheaper in places on eBay. I don't know why, but I decided to get them. So anyway, here's another thing that came today. Actually, one came Tuesday, I believe. Yeah, one came Tuesday. And of course, it's going to be backwards to me, but right to you. And these are K-Line. One of these came Tuesday. I don't want to drop it because I had to, of course, glue the coal load. These coal loads that's in these K-Line hoppers, these Western Maryland hoppers, they're actually made what looks like fish stone, and they paint them over black. Make it look like coal loads. Basically, it looks like coal, but in ways it also looks like rock. If if you look at it a certain way, it actually looks like rock just thrown in there, but it does look like a actual real coal load. But if I can get one of these out without something, this one's a little tight. I don't know. There we go. I'll take this one out. You can see that's what they are. They look like fish stone from an aquarium, and they painted them black to make it look like coal on the other side. And K-Line evidently did that because every Western Maryland car and a couple other cars that my dad has bought. Okay, it's reconnecting. Did I lose you guys? Y'all still here? Saying 11. Well, it's still winding up. Okay, well, for some reason my tablet must have went off and reconnected. The extender still has green light, so I don't know what that was about. But anyway, with these two, I now make my dad's Western Maryland hopper train 10 cars. This is 4 of these that I had bought this year. He had 6, and he's probably had them for at least 6 years. So I'm glad that I can still find these on eBay. I find them every once in a while, and I try to, jump on them because the Western Maryland stuff is not always easy to find. But anyway, but I got one of those hoppers today and one Tuesday, I think. Anyway, this is from another seller. I got this today also from eBay. It's a K-Line and a K-Line trailer as well. I thought it was pretty neat when I seen it on eBay, so I jumped on it because I don't have a lot of no trailer cars in my dad's collection, except one, and it has little piggybacks that came in one of his Western Maryland sets. So but I thought it was neat. The trailer, guys, is metal. I don't know how well you'll see this, but I'm going to try to show it in there. See those posts? There's 2 of them. And the top is actually screwed to those little pieces on the sides. Okay. And then underneath of the trailer, it has your screws for your axles, and to take the bottom of the bed of the truck out. And of course these fold up and everything. It came with your trailer stand, but that trailer is all metal except for, of course, the feet or the kickstand, whatever you want to call it. The hitch, that even might be the bottom might be plastic, but this up here is like aluminum or what am I looking for? The word. I don't really think it's I know Lionel and all that was made of what they called gunmetal. I don't know if they still make it out of that or not nowadays. Most of the newer stuff in Lionel is plastic, like their cars. Most of their cars always was plastic, except for their template stuff. That's metal, but the engines was also metal, and a lot of the tenders was metal back then. And now, of course, the reproduction tenders, they got a metal bottom, the metal wheels, metal hitch bar, and the couplers are metal, but the body is plastic on a lot of stuff nowadays. So that's basically pretty much it on the mail call stuff. Trying to think what else I can show you. Let's see if I can point this over here, guys. You all probably seen my video on the update of the Prestonsburg right here. I don't know how well you're going to see that. If I can hold the thing still. I got it painted. You may notice that it ain't white in like in the video now. It's all painted up, and I'll do a video on it so I don't have to stand here and make you all seasick and everything else. So but I got that painted. I've got another track tied down up on the very top level. I got to get it wired up. I'm going to be working on one level at a time, working from the top level down to the main level, and of course I'll be working on O gauge and HO stuff on the way down, level to level, whatever's, yeah, Ralph, landing gear, kickstand, landing gear, trailer feet, whatever you want to call it. Mark's in here. Oh, hi, Steve Roberts. Nice to have you in here. I'm trying to figure out who everybody's saying hi, Mark, and I'm not familiar. I'm not good on names. First names like Vinny is. Oh, okay, Stu. Stu structures. Okay. Yeah, I probably heard Vinny call you that before, and I just didn't remember it. Or Sparky. Yeah, I don't know why this thing here ain't. Huh. It's like I lost the chat on the chat ain't moving on my tablet, but it's moving on my phone. Imagine that. Hi, John Dewey. Welcome to the live stream. It looks to me like we have 12 people so in here. But my chat, okay, there it goes. It was stuck evidently. Okay, I can't think of your name, but hi, I can't even pronounce that name. Tyler, model rail fan. I'm not familiar with the first names for some of you. Because I haven't did this for a while. And I don't have my list in front of me, and Vinny would know every one of you. He would call you right out because he's got the list right there in front of him. And plus he's been live streaming a lot longer than me. So, but anyway, Ralph, I want to ask you a question since you might know even Wilmer or one of you. Do you know anybody that is does live streams on Thursday nights so I don't, go live streaming over top of somebody? Because I really like to do this on Thursday nights if I can. I mean, I haven't seen nobody except Barnabas do a video today, so I don't know if you might know or not, being that you're a moderator for a lot of us. Okay. Well, then I'm going to try to make this a Thursday night thing. Then, that way we have, like I said, we'll have Wilmer and Tony, Tom Pilling and Boxcar Benny on Tuesdays, and they're rotating live stream. Hi, Cal. Nice to have you in here. Welcome to the live stream. Then we can have Sparky on Wednesdays. And me on Thursdays, and Vinny on Fridays, and Steve Brown Saturday mornings. I also thought about, like a Saturday or a Sunday night. I might occasionally, just pop up, do a bit, a intro video or something, or a heads up video, whatever you want to call it. It might just jump in there just to do a live stream on one of those other days. But I think I'm going to try Thursday nights. But I don't know what times would be better for a lot of people. 7 Eastern or 8 Eastern. I mean, Sparky does his at 7 on Wednesdays, and Vinny does his at 8 on Fridays, and I think Wilmer and them does theirs on, I think, 10 Eastern. Well, I don't know. I'll have to think on that one. Sounds like a good plan. I like 7 o'clock. Well, I could probably do 7 o'clock, Anthony. 10, I don't know about Mark, because I don't know, that's getting kind of late, but I don't know. I'll have to think on that. It's either going to have to be between 7 and 8, or I mean, I don't want to really make it too late because of getting people in. Oh, YouTube Model Builders is at 10. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. They are on it on Thursdays, I guess. Yeah, I don't want to take that away from Big Bill and John and all them on there. Um so yeah, I'll have to do it like 7 or something like that, or maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll just go for like a 7:30 thing, and then Sparky will be 7. I'll be at 7:30, and Vinny will be at 8. Um, I don't know. I'll have to think on that. I mean, I usually don't try to stay on live very long because of other people wanting to um, go live. I mean, I know Jacob J. I don't know if he's in here or not. He's live all the time, 24 hours, I think. I know he does 14-hour and 12-hour streams, and I can't do all that. That's my batteries wouldn't last. Oh, is he? Well, yeah, I think he's live every night, isn't he, Cal? Like let's see, Nickel Plate Productions. I think he does his every day after school. Um, Dirty Dan, I think he's on there um, almost every day. Um, oh, what's his name? Scrumptious at SMT Mainline. I think he's on there every evening. Um, so they're getting all kinds of subscribers doing that. I mean, getting viewers and all that good stuff. So but I want to try to get my own weekly spot. That way I can try to boost my channel up a little bit. Oh, 12 likes and 10 people. That's pretty good. I mean, I'll take that for a just a out of the blue live stream. Yeah, Wilmer, it's hard to come up with stuff to talk about, but when I thought I could run trains. Um, I could do. I mean, maybe I can try to set the thing up to where you can watch me build the mountain one of these days, or I don't know. I'll come up with something, or I'll end up being in Mom's office live streaming and um, doing shout outs and announcements and stuff. Normally, like what you and Tony and Vinny and Sparky and all of you do. Um, I figured I'd throw these items in as a mail call live feed. That way, um, and I like I said, I'll probably do a separate video on them because of a lot of viewers not being in here seeing them. But Mom and I's talking about changing the basement around a little bit, cleaning the carpets. Not to change the subject and get off topic, but talking about putting up a wall in the middle of the basement and having like my dad's TV area become part of my so-called bedroom, where I'm actually in the basement sleeping, because a long time ago my daughter needed her own room back when we was having problems with her mother and I, and when we had gotten a divorce about 6-7 years ago. Of course, I went through all the HE double hockey sticks part of it because of it. And when Abigail, my daughter, 13-year-old daughter, she's 13 now. She was, I don't know, younger back then, but we had to have her own room in order for her to come here, and social services and all that had to show up and make sure everything was all right and stuff like that. And I gave up my bedroom so she could have her own room in the back of the house, and I moved to the basement. On the back side of the basement, on the other side of Dad's TV area. Well, that whole area, it has like a table in the middle of the basement, like a double table with lights, where the guy that used to own this house before my parents bought it took. Oh, hi, Big Bill. Welcome to the live feed. Mike Hunt. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not watching the chat. Anyway, so the guy that used to own this house worked for the town of Boonesboro here in Maryland. Okay, and everything that's in the house was basically given to him or tore out of old houses when they had to go replace something. He would bring the stuff home, put it in the house, and install it, and all that good stuff. And he had the kids of Boonesboro down here from the schools. After school, they would come here, go in the basement, and they did like the ceiling, the drop ceiling, I think some wiring. They installed speakers underneath this table that's in the middle of the basement. He had a jukebox, a ping pong machine, ping pong, or not a ping pong, but you know what I mean. Pinball. There you go. Pinball machine, not a ping pong machine. That's a table and a paddle and a ball. But anyway, a pinball machine. And they played cards and all that, and he basically kept them off the street of Boonesboro from doing drugs and drinking and that kind of stuff. After school or on weekends. So the breakers was labeled, pinball, pinball machine and jukebox and all this stuff. So, you know, so they knew what they was turning on and off, I guess. Um, at when all that stuff was in here. He even had a pool table, which we have a pool table. He took his with him because it was a better pool table. But yeah, on the one side of our basement is going to be my living, my bedroom, and my dad's TV room, and I'm going to have two doors, of course, because of fire. In case of fire, I can take and go out either end of the wall. Um, I'm going to build that table in and have the table on my side of the wall only. And that'll probably be where I'll repair trains, build models, stuff like that. Probably be a lot of live feeds being done there because there's a possibility that I might build some kind of small layout. Now, I'm not going to say that it might be DCC. It might still be DC. It might be both. Um, it all depends when I get that far. It's going to be a long time down the road, but because I'm slowly working on getting rid of a bunch of junk that we collected over the years. Got a lot of carpet to clean because of cats, and a lot of furniture to move around and so forth. And that's not my first time doing all that. So see if I'm not seeing no chat. Is everybody still here, or am I talking to myself? Huh. Well, anyway, saying I'm still alive in 13. Okay. Okay. Uh, I just didn't see nobody chatting. I thought, well, maybe they all left me until I looked up here and still had 12 people. Well, that's good. I'm just, I'm thinking I'm self. But anyway, um, but yeah, so that's a future plan. As for racing next year, I'm only going to be doing a few here and there dates. The full season thing is just going to be too much right now because of losing my dad back on September 23rd. Um, I mean, he put the money into the motor, what he had, and it's not that I don't want to race. I do, but it takes a lot of money, and it's taken a lot of time on my weekends. I'm not getting nothing else done. Um, I don't have a job. I don't have money or coming in right now, except for junk that I haul away every now and then. Um, and that's basically what's keeping me running. You know, keeping me racing. To get me in, my pit fee and all that, um, and stuff. Um, a lot of us is doing that. We're trying to haul scrap and stuff away just to get a little bit of money, just to get that $30 to get into the place the following weekend. So and the money that I make for the position that I finish in, which is normally somewhere in the back of the field, because I'm not a front runner. Um, I don't have, I don't have the $15,000 thing in my motor, the fly, like the next division up from us. But anyway, like I said, I still wanna run, and I figure, if I do limited dates, um, it'll help save the motor some. It won't work it every weekend, because if something happens to my motor, the only motors I have is stock, and I really don't want to have to switch motors and put a stock motor back in my car and run stock again, unless I really, really, you know, if I'm really, really up into the points, um, or something. I mean, I can run stock just to keep the points up. Um, I'll be last, but that's something I was always used to anyway for the last 20 some years. So, last 20, come to think of it, about 23 years, I guess. I was, I mean, well, not 23 years. I wasn't stocked that long, but I have, when my dad was living, we have been known to take my fast motor out, have it looked at and redone, and have my stock motor back in if I really wanted to race. Yes, it's a lot of work just to, put a stock motor back in the thing, but it helped me stay in the top 10 in the points, because I'm a top 10 car weekly. Basically, because there's only, we might average between 11 and 16 cars weekly. If those cars don't show up and I just happen to be the 11th or 12th car, I might finish 11th, I might finish 12th, I might even finish in the top 10 or get up to ninth. I mean, I've been, you know, I've been up in the bottom half of the top 10 before. It's just, it's got to really, really be a good night where my tires hook to the track, where the big motor, your big $10,000, $15,000 hobby stock motors, all that stuff that they pow in it, just to be fast and try to be up front every week, on a certain night when the track is dry and slick, my car hooks up. That's my kind of track for my car, because I'm running street tires. I was running Hoosier racing tires, and they're not going to allow them next year, the ones that I have. So I'm going back to my street tires, because I got plenty of street tires that I need to, use up. But we are allowed to run racing tires, and to get into the racing tire thing, I wasn't into getting into all that. That's just more money. I mean, I'm paying $50 for 5 gallon of racing fuel almost every week just to put in my car, because of the high compression stuff that's in my motor now, where I used to be able to go and get pumped gas from the gas station into my fuel cell. Um, and I had a sponsor that I was actually getting it free from. So, oh, hi, Vinny. Yeah, this was just a, just a, out of the blue, um, live stream. I'm just trying to try the Thursday night thing out. Welcome to the live stream, Vinny. Anyway, yeah, drag racing. Yeah, drag strips. Drag strip here is right up the road. I can hear the cars echoing clear down here at this house because we used to live right up the road, like 5 mile. So it's somewhere around 5 mile up the road. But we used to live right across the field from the actual drag strip. So it ain't like it ain't like I ain't used to hearing drag cars. I'm not a real big drag fan. Um, I don't know what it is. I guess it's because you go straight and you're done. You know, I like the I guess I like the thrill and the challenge of the dirt track, um, oval tracks. And I have nothing against drag racing. I mean, I have nothing against it. I mean, I would probably go just to see the old cars drag racing. I mean, I see Camaros and Mustangs and Chevelles and Malibus. Um, what's the other ones? Super Bees. All the Challengers and all that going up the road past here on trailers, or they drive them if they're street legal enough. Um, so I mean, then that of course they have the mini rails for the kids. I don't know if they still have those around or not up here, but my motor builder's daughter that I grew up with next door, our old next door neighbor, builds my race car motors for me free. All we ever did was give him 1 or 2 cases of beer, um, non-alcoholic beer. So um, he never really wanted any money for doing them. Because our our machine guy is right down the road in Boonesboro, so he would take the block or heads or whatever off the motor, take it down there, have it machined, and bring stuff home and put the motor together free for us. And then of course we would go up to his garage um, and help put it in and so forth. But yeah, I mean he's been helping me for well he's been helping Dad and I ever since I was a little kid growing up, because I grew up with his daughter and she's younger than me. But her and her dad um, drove demo cars, and I used to do the demo derby thing, and then I got more into the um, the hobby stock part of it, the hobby stock division, and I just sort of phased out of the demo derby thing. Because I don't know, I guess I was getting hit enough, with safety gear on. Why just have a regular seat belt around you and get all crashed up. So I don't know. I phased out of that long time ago, several years back. It was hard to find cars and hard to find time to tear them apart and gut them and so forth like they wanted them. Then if you had a gas tank in the back, you had to remove it and put a gas tank in behind your seat, you know, covered up, and the battery inside the car and all that stuff. And I phased out. It was bad enough with a dirt track car trying to keep up with it. So still is really, I mean. But anyway, I'm not even sure what time it is. Okay, well, it's 9:29. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this since I started late, and I don't wanna go too late on account of YouTube model builders going live at 10. So go ahead and promote your channels. You know, give me your sub counts and any contests that I might not know about. Thank you, Wilmer. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it too, JD. I'm glad you all came in, because I guess I would have talked to myself if Wilmer and James wouldn't have showed up. I think I was talking to James more than... Oh, it's okay, Vinny. Like I said, it was a spur of the moment. I thought Barnum's Junction was still live, and when I went into his live feed, it was a replay already. So I thought, well, that was pretty quick. It was like 8:11 when I checked it. I thought, well, he ain't even live anymore. So he must have printed his question and answer sheets off and already did it that quick. So Wilmer has 200 something. John Dilley's at 284. Mark at Stu Structures is at 210. War Bonnet's up to 56. And I lost the... Let me see if I can look at my phone here. Well, now I've got messages coming up. Okay, well, what am I missing here? 56. 297 for Northern Ohio Railroad action. Anthony, what was that? 363, I believe I've seen before it went off. Let's see. Okay, well, 200 something for Ralph Greenwood. 284 John Dilley. 56 War Bonnet. 297 Northern Ohio Railroad action. 363 for Anthony. Okay, I think I hit them all. I'm out of movement here. Unless there's something. I think my phone is going behind my tablet, so I don't know if it's because I'm seeing myself look down and after I already look up. Okay, guys. Well, I thank you all for dropping in. 13 likes. 10 people still watching. I think I had, I don't know, close to 16, I thought earlier. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm thinking of something else, but an hour and 7 minutes, something like that. Bye, JD. Yep, Wilmer, no problem. Hey, was Tony in here, or was I just seeing somebody say something about Tony? Thanks, Anthony. War Bonnet Trains. Mark at Stu Structures. I'll try to remember some of you all's names. We get so many Rons in here that the Ron thing is just out of control here nowadays. Oh, okay. I thought I seen Tony go by. I don't know why I thought word Tony went by for some reason. Bye, Vinny, Mark, John, or in this case, JD. I just got another Ron. Oh, okay. I'm assuming you mean supporting you, Vinny? Oh, now I lost chat completely. Here we go. I think that makes 7. That don't surprise me. That don't surprise me at all. Okay, Northern Ohio Railroad Action. I'll catch you later. I'm not sure of your first name, so thanks, Ralph. He is Trains for Brains. Oh, okay. That's his channel name? I think I heard of that, or I think I watched that before. I might be subscribed to him, come to think of it. Yeah, I subscribed to a bunch of them today, Vinny, and then I went to what's that place, and Mike Thomas and all them went to Pasta Studios, or however you pronounce it. I was on their stream a little bit earlier, and I think that's why I went up to 235 on the subscribers. So because I had people subscribe. Yeah, yeah, there it is. You got it, Norman. I don't know why I said pasta. I must say, my daughter must be sending me a noodle email or something, because she eats pasta like I'm supposed to have stock in the pasta market or something. Eats macaroni and cheese and everything. What kid don't, I guess. Yeah, they when I was in their channel earlier, I must have really when I left the comment, and then my phone decided it was going to go dead on me. Um, the comment must have went through to them, and I guess everybody, went to my channel and started subscribing, some of them. So that helps me out. I mean, even though a lot of them ain't trained video channels, but I subscribe back just because they support me. I mean, every time I see every time I see something to do with model trains or rail fanning, and I like one of their I watch one of their videos, and if I find it of interest, I subscribe. I ding the bell because I know I'll probably be back on their channel watching them when I get time. It don't, this community, it don't matter if it's rail fanning or a layout type train. I like all trains. It don't matter if they're battery trains, remote control trains, electric trains. Your the trains that you ride on in the backyard or the real ones. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna get off of here because it's um I'm tired of talking, and I gotta get back to work on this layout for a couple more hours before I have to go to bed. But I thank you for all dropping in. Have a good night, and hopefully, I'll see you on Thursdays. Hopefully next Thursday, I can plan on making a video ahead of time to, let you know what time to tune in and all that good stuff. So I'll catch you next time, guys. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on the way out. And I thank you for watching. Just reconnected.